What do you think about bans?
Mimi and Dragapult.
Just blanket ban predictions at this point?
Looks like we get Dragapults from past Primeapes to start, and Mimi on the no, it was
Slowbro!
Slowbro. I've been juked. It was Slowbro Mimikyu. I got
Slowbro
50%
Mimikyu,
again.
wow, okay. I'm not surprised at Mimikyu, but the Slowbro ban, that one really interests me. They must have some bad experiences with
They
it.
want to play a carry, and they don't want someone to say no to it. Let's see who they pick instead. So that's gonna be a big pick.
Dragapult looks like first pick, which doesn't surprise me. I know they're changing. They're changing. Umbreon, Snorlax.
Umbri,
Nope,
for
Umbreon.
sure. The Goopa? Give me the Goopa? We'll
Are
love
we gonna
it.
see Yugi?
No Goopa. You see Blast and probably a Dragapult.
No goo today.
Not running the Charging Charm on it, opting for Scarf instead.
It's like both defenders are holding the XP share, which that makes sense. We're gonna see Clef. Oh, Leafeon. I love seeing Leafeon.
Leave. And take away the Clef? No dive? Big pick. Making sure the opponents don't get Clefable and running Leaf is a very big pick.
I keep seeing Wigglytuff flash up there. I will admit Wigglytuff is my favorite for supporters.
Lap is another tank. Plus LD. Alright. We don't see a Hoopa here by either team.
Yeah, that is really surprising. Unless someone goes double support, we're not going to see it this match.
We do see double beams.
Ooh, both picked at once. That is disaster right there.
This Blastoise better be going Rapid Spin.
Looks like we're getting an Inteleon.
Snipe Shot Intel. No eject on it. I assume they're swapping that to someone who's running eject. Eject is so strong on Intel.
I assume they are swapping it, yeah. Looks like, Venusaur went up to Justinian.
Oh, yeah.
Onion is running Leafeon. I don't see any swap on the other side yet.
No, looks like this Intel is running X speed.
He just changed
Shedinja
to, he changed to
Whoa.
eject. He changed to his eject, so he is running eject on the Intel.
Really? I see Shedinja right there.
Where's that? I'm still trying to find it.
Bottom right with
Oh, is
Mr.
that a
Nobu.
Shedinja doll? Oh, my mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it looked like an eject from the size.
Yeah, it is a Shedinja doll. I guess you can get some value out of that, getting rid of the beams plus an ult maybe, if you get maximum value out of it, but
I think that is to combat the beams. I think you're right.
I'm not sure if I saw focus on that Lapras. I'm a little concerned. I think it was running Spoon, Incense, and Amp. Or XP share instead. I don't think there was a focus band. If this Lapras is running XP share, they're not running focus band.
So they have no way to know that the Inteleon has the Greninja doll. So if they run both beams and they're simultaneous,
Oh, they can see it. This menu tells you.
Oh, this many tells. Oh, sorry, my mistake. They don't know yet until they get in the game. Is what I meant.
Venu Jungle is Lap running focus band. Lap is running focus band.
There it is.
They are not XP share, as we see this LD going to split this red buff with this Dreepy, who misses their Astonish, sad. He does not stand next to it! He doesn't get the XP! He won't hit 5! What a throw!
Wow.
That is really bad for the side of Silverwing. You do not get a level 5 gank from that. LD does have red buff, but, I mean, this Leaf can just kill this Dreepy for free. They're the same level, same amount of XP.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intent or if it was a mistake, but having those buffs split up is very interesting.
Giving LD red buff is good, but they did not pay attention to the distance on the XP share. They just barely get it in time with that back piece of farm. But, I mean, this Leaf is the same level. Once again, we're seeing some Sludge Bomb gamers.
Looks like both junglers went up top.
But in this game, Sludge Bomb is mandatory. There's no dive. It is going to be Blastoise, and Blastoise is running XP share. Most likely going to be Surf.
It's like Fast Primeapes got the kill on the bottom, so they have the slight advantage there, not pushing.
Intel see if they secure this. They do. Well played by the Intel. Intel looking to go to the middle here for this middle farm. Though this Leaf is 6. They're just getting fed. Dragapult comes in at 6. This Venusaur is 7. Beam is online.
Yeah, we have Clef and Leafeon versus a trio. And now
Beam does not land anything, though. That beam by the Mew does. Gets 2. Big damage. Venu opting to gank top lane as this Dragapult is going to go and grab some more farm. 3 people pushing top.
They really want that top lane. They're pushing hard on top against the Lapras.
Venu does not put the 30 in. They opt to cancel it.
I don't think they had time.
And the Clefable does not try and save this Venu. That Venu is dead if they didn't use Slash there. And it looks like junglers stay top lane for these bees, the birds.
Yeah, there's a lot of people still in the top lane, so the bottom might not get as much love as we're used to seeing down there.
As you see, almost level 9 on this Leafeon. Leaf does have ult.
Venusaur is moving its way down. It's starting to move down for the claim.
It's a red ice. See how this does. It's Liquidation Fellstinger. Ballsy running that into 2 snipe mons. You have no secure unless you're using Dragapult ult. It is a ballsy play by this Intel.
Ballsy with a Greninja doll too. Or Shedinja doll. I keep getting Greninja and Shedinja mixed up on that for some reason.
The Greninja doll. Venu still ripping.
Lapras is,
Venu ult gets the kill on the blast. Didn't really need to use it though.
Lapras is getting free stacks up top.
But that's a lot of pressure on this bottom pad that they do not have a tank for. Both tanks going top here, and there's no one to defend it as Intel is sacrificed. Can they do math? Clef does not score for the 1, but who cares? Big overcap as they decide to push into this tier 2.
That's a full
36 points.
They definitely are going to push that.
Blast looking top lane to bring this to 5. I would break this, LD. Beeline it. LD opts not to go for this score, and it's too late. They get up there in time. They could have broken this pad and gotten so much advantage. But instead, they play so passive that they just don't take it. They just don't score the points. And now this objective gives very little, because it'll just break the pad.
On either side.
It gives even less on this side.
Actually, yeah, there actually is still room.
Well, it gives a lot of value if this left side team takes it. You just gave your other team more value. If Fast Primeapes take this...
Yes, but that's a big chance to overshot.
Big problem.
That pad.
Beam comes out early, but no one on their team has secure, so they're just going to let... They can't let this walk, but they're going to let it walk.
They can't let it, but they're going to.
Let it walk.
They're letting it walk. Oh, wow.
It's 30 points, 27 overdunk. Big misplay.
That was a huge misplay.
Too focused on trying to get farm here. This blast is dead. They get the Umbreon. Venu should get the pick. They miss. It's unlucky for Clef to not get a block behind this Blastoise as they get some Pollen Puff heals. Lap getting some more stacks top lane.
I'm gonna be honest. The fact that the Regirock just came up, I think they were just trying to make sure they secured this out. They didn't want to give a free kill and give them a chance to get back in. So it was just the secure attempt, I think.
They do break top lane. I'm not sure how many points that Lapras scored, but most likely wasn't enough.
I didn't see it.
Venu ults bottom. Looks like these caps are going in. Lapras doesn't even bother trying to jump on that.
Ooh. I didn't see what the overcap was, but that was a 27, a 22, and a 39. That's almost full basket right there. And they already had some in.
This intel is so deep in the other zone. It's into the Dragapult. Dragapult can get out. I'm not sure about this intel. This Leafeon can see him. And this intel is probably dead. There's a Shedinja doll. Goodbye.
Yeah, it did his job, but he's dead anyway.
Levels are heavily skewed for past Primeapes here. We do see 2 level 12s for Silverwing, but, I mean...
That's actually still pretty close to levels, actually. It's not that heavily skewed.
Looking for this objective top lane, which all 5 are going to go for. They can get some caps in bottom, actually. Make an actual level gap a smidge.
They're not worried about top lane at all. They're all on bottom. They're trying
Umbreon does back in time and will stop them. And there's not much you're going to do. But there is a Dragapult with X attack. I would press the A button. He walked away too fast,
though.
though.
Leafeon comes in. Leafeon is in to save the pad from being completely destroyed.
That Dragapult was not being aggressive enough. They could have killed that Umbreon on pad. Don't underestimate that Dragon A-press. Intel's not even close to 13. This Liquidation's going to be doing no damage.
That Umbreon defender was huge on the bottom, so we're going to see what happens in Ray Fight as we're about 15 away from that.
And it's going to say huge lead. It's Venusaur's 13, which is ginormous. This Intel needs 13 desperately. That is your one shot at trying to get some picks, because that Liquidation damage at 13 was not really touched.
It needs a couple more farms. It needs a couple more farms. There's not enough time for it.
The beams almost kills the Intel.
Pop on Intel instantly.
The beams are everywhere.
And you gotta know
ult doesn't use the extra charge. Does get the ice beam off. Big beams, big ults. Everything in the game going out here. There goes the Dragapult. Clef does get KO'd here, though these beams are fat. I would not want to be on the screen.
So we do have a 3-on-2 at the moment. Okay, 2-on-2. So
the beam lands short.
Yeah, I think this is past Primate's battle based on who's still alive.
Big damage by this Mew. The eject does eat the actual Mew boosted auto. If you could someone replays that, that is very lucky. As I'm pretty sure that kills.
The only play I think that Silverwing has here is to see if they can send someone to score, but even then, 100 is not enough.
Yeah, they don't have any secure.
They have to rip. They have no choice but to give it a try.
There's 40 seconds left. Maybe you could send the LD to go score with their 40, but that's not enough points.
No, they need.
Intel's level 13 though. Big damage incoming. The tank and support are gone. Mew is just chilling in this bush.
Okay.
That'll kill the LD. Both these damage dealers are so low though. This Mew boost auto will kill either of them.
This is their only chance to get ready. They're going to try.
And they do grab it as the Mew opts to try and go for kills.
Oh, they got 14
the last
seconds.
man standing.
Can they score on both pads in 14 seconds? This is possible.
Looks like they can. That might just be game. Venu can't stop
game
him.
right here. This is going to be game. They can't stop the Dragapult here. This is going to be game.
And Past lose.
They want it. They want it. Wow.
Neither secure.
What a comeback for Silverwing.
He was so focused on kills that they didn't bother trying to secure the objective.
That's a huge comeback by Silverwing. They're going to feel pretty pumped about that one.
Big misplays show up in the last bit there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I have to say, Past Prime has had that battle completely in hand. All they had to do is reset, get their XP, get their HP back, and do it again. They could have won that easily. But yeah, as I said, the Mew was
in the beginning of that.
The Mew was too occupied.
They were back in time though, so no worries for that. I should have kept it open. Mistakes were made, but luck has bailed me out.
Said there was a crash?
One of them crashed at the start, but they were able to get back in time.
Ah, okay.
Silverwing takes the first game. And I'm going to go create another lobby.
No problem. Predictions.
Umbri Mimi.
Not changing from the Mimi ban, huh?
Yep. Give me that.
They didn't pick it last game. They're not
Actually,
going to
no one
worry
played
about
Mimikyu. Why did I bother? Give me the
Yeah, why would
fucking,
they ban
Dragapult
Mimikyu?
ban. But there's Mimikyu banned on both
Oh,
sides.
there it.
Hello?
Both sides? What?
Okay, buddy.
It wasn't even played last game. Why are they both banning it?
Okay, I guess neither of them were like, oh shit, we forgot about Mimikyu. Let's just not make sure. That leaves Umbri on first pick. Dragapult as well. Silverwing first picking Dragapult. Dragapult did less than 30k damage last game. Did not play aggro at all.
I think it was being shut out from the double beam last game too, though.
I mean, you can't hit what you can't see. Well, you can.
Exactly.
But in this game, the last game did not show. But I don't think that Dragapult was really touched by the beams. I think it just got too close. As you see, Ablissy
Are
and
we seeing
Inteleon.
Oh, that's a very early pick for an Inteleon. I think they can counter that in this position.
Give me like a Desi or a Mew here. Oh yeah, that's some big value. Look for some dive though. I'd love to see some dive here. Kirill hovering the Dodrio. They cannot take agility. That is against the rules.
I wonder if they're going to go to Venusaur here to prevent double
they're going
beam.
Mime. Wow. I don't know what to say about that.
Wow. That's a very strange one.
I don't like that pick. Gonna be real.
No, what is Mr. Mime doing here?
Oh, that's a big Clef pick too. That Leafeon is gonna have some trouble.
Especially in the late game.
That Clef build is kind of sus though. I don't like that.
It's probably going to be swapped.
I hope so.
I don't think it's going to stay on
Holy
no.
moly.
Inteleon goes down to X-Curry. Omnian
There's
gets
that Clef swap.
Leafeon, and there's the Clef on Shay Shay, which is... Actually, that's where I thought it was going to go, because I think I remember seeing Shay Shay doing that before.
You can go back, make sure there's no issues. Looks like everyone's doing fine. This Clef is running a fine build. Love to see Amp instead of Buddy Barrier, but that can be argued either way.
That Clef with the special attack stacking as well can be really big. I've seen a Clef do 250k damage before.
Oh, the stacking healing. I won't argue against. I think it gets value.
250k healing, not damage.
But the Buddy Barrier can be argued. Clef is not very tanky. I'd say it's a comparable health pool to that Buzzwole there. If not, it might have less. It's not that tanky. It's just a support.
Yeah, that's probably one of the weakest supporters out there. You have to really keep it
at least
in the back where
HP.
it does its job.
It's not Comfey, but it's Clefable.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're going to get ourselves our Dragapult jungle and our Delphox jungle here. Or at Leafeon, I guess.
Leafeon is one I often see the jungle.
There's
there
is that jungle from the Delphox.
It is Delphox, yep.
Our Leaf goes top lane.
Buzzwole also on top lane. With the Clef and the Blissey.
No problem. A little bit of handshaking. Blissey does secure that, and Clef secures theirs. So, this is Blissey knows the tech. They do, and they stop the Buzzwole from... They get the Buzzwole the last hit, though. They know the tech, but it wasn't enough. Leaf also secures one piece of farm and uses their flash to get over.
I did see Eevee secure some on the bottom, too.
And Dragapult ganking bottom here. Looking at the pressure, says, I can capitalize on this. What's this Sobble gonna do? Hit me? This Sobble is getting burst. Curry almost just
Oh,
instantly
wow.
dies with both berries. This Dragapult's going to take some damage, though, from mine. They don't have Confusion yet. They're level 3. Curry's backing, not going to that tier 2 pad to heal. And
It's
all
hard
his
for
farms
Mr.
go
Mime to build.
straight to Silverwing.
It's hard for Mr. Mime to build walls if there's no reason for the walls to be there because there's nothing to take advantage of it.
And Leafeon looking for some damage on this Dragapult. Doesn't notice this
Leafeon's
Dragapult's
in the
hitting
opposing
him.
jungle.
This Leaf is just dead, though. That was a little bit of a misplay. You knew he was nearby, but you opted to go straight for the farm.
He got the jungle farm from the opponent, but then the opponent just took it right back. I'm not sure what the point of doing that was.
I think he meant to see if he could kill at least get a hit on the Dragapult, but I mean, you see that he's on your screen. You got an indicator for it. I don't think you step out of that bush, wait for that Dragapult to start hitting it, and instead they just showed up and just got insta-killed. That Dragapult burst is nothing to laugh at. As the Koshin gets this Mew out. Fire Spin! Big kill.
They are pushing early.
Intel
Wow.
with an aggressive eject button there and gets killed for it. Buzzwole trying to come on down there, but instead opts to just go back up, stop this Leafeon maybe, but I mean, this Leafeon just gets out, right?
I think the past Primeapes are a little ape about that loss right now. They're really pushing back.
As we see this Umbreon putting a lot of pressure on. Intel's not running Snipe Shot again, I don't think. Yeah, both of these teams have been running Fell Stinger plus Liquidation. I do not think that is the way you play Inteleon. I am sorry, but if you're going to be playing it, you're going to be playing it. That did no damage to that Umbreon, as this Regice gets easily secured by Mew and Dragapult. Dragapult opting to not put any pressure on this team, as the rest of their team decides to go into this pad into 4. That's some ballsy moves.
I think past Primeapes just didn't even realize that the rip was
Umbreon's just
taking
dead.
place.
That was a huge misplay by Silverwing. You just gave them a free kill. I get you took objective, but that's not a free indicator that your opponent's going to give up that pad.
Yeah,
There's still 4 down there.
Fun.
They can push. This Delphox is ult. There's no way for them to defend this pad. Very aggressive ult placement as this Dragapult comes in the backline, starts to auto, but they're in their scoring animations. Dragapult gets ulted, and that's it. That's all she wrote. As Silverwing gets punished heavily for not being able to use their Dragapult correctly.
Yeah, there was some suspect play there. I'm not sure what was going on there. That they looks like there was one single man push going against a group and just free kill.
Is Buzzwole 1? No, they're SmackDown. Okay.
Buzzwole's already at 10, so he's got his Unite move ready to go.
And this Leafeon should be max stacks. Support and defender dying here. So much damage. Way out of position on top of their pad. Umbreon being tanky as it is.
Looks like past Primeapes
they know that Mr. Mime's in there. Yeah.
Past Primeapes is tinkering with the Regieleki. They're thinking about going for it, I think, but now they're backing off again.
Buzzwole's biding his time. Oh, and the eject comes out. He does find him. Gets the ult. Misses the ult, though. That's so unfortunate. And this Buzzwole is just dead.
Yeah, the WWE wrestling news can only go so far here.
And there's no one to secure this. Mew and Dragapult, their damage dealers, are staying bottom. Dragapult looking to rip this. It's a Regirock. And this top objective is going to be gone. There's enough points. They're not even trying to defend this.
Yeah, there's no way to defend against a full group. Everyone's up there.
And they opt not to do math. That's a 4 overdunk.
That's a bad overdunk. In that circumstance, they had 9 left, I think.
Oh, they had more than 9. This Inteleon had 24 points, I believe. Or
No, I mean on the
points.
pad there was 9, so yeah, they should have had a bigger basket.
Yep, well, there was not much that they pay attention to with that little push, but Delphox ult comes out, gets the kill on the Dragapult, but I mean, that's a fair trade. Delphox ult's fast. ult in a very strange way. Curry decides to, looks like they use eject right there. Gets an auto off. Delphox is so close. The fire spin kills. Burns 2 ejects, but gets killed. As we see a 20 overdunk. What is Buzzwole doing? Oh.
That is, yeah, 20 overdunk.
But the overdunk bottom was clearly nowhere near enough. As past Primeapes got their caps in this bottom pad. Really making it difficult as Inteleon is dead to that little skirmish up there. This Dragapult's got maximum 3 stacks of damage here, so these autos are still going to pack a punch. I would not want to try and 1v1 it. I'd be very careful if I were that Delphox.
We're actually the minute before race, so you want to be a little careful not to give an XP edge to the other team at this point as it is. You only want to take the fight you need to take.
And this Regieleki is going to be taken. Get some priority on what's happening. I'm going to see what this bottom Regi is going to be in 3 seconds. If it's a Registeel, that's huge.
It's going to get picked up.
It is a steal.
It is a steal. Wow.
Dragapult really needs this. And
there's no one orange down there. They need this
putting
quick.
Some pressure on this top pad.
Yeah, that was a quick rip.
And this Umbri is not going to do anything about it. And all these scores are going in. But that's going to be tough to get out if they jump. And they do. But it's a little bit too late.
That Registeel gave Dragapult 14, so there is a slight XP edge on the Silverwing side now.
They're being zoned out. Looks like they're tapping a bit to bait them in. If they go through that choke, they're going to be hit by the fattest Delphox ult. They go through
You can't
top
zone
lane.
out and bait him in. You can't zone out and bait him in at the same time.
Ray is almost at half here.
Nah, it's about a third. I think it's going to regen.
This Dragapult's going on the back line. So is this Mew. What am I watching?
What are they doing?
Why is the attackers going on the dive here?
They're chasing into their jungle.
Solo. They have to say, I'm going in, boys. This Buzzwole gets someone. And to get a kill here, the Delphox does not get back in time. This Inteleon is trying to defend here against this Buzz.
They're backcapping on the top lane. They're just getting extra golden because they don't need Ray.
Mew's starting to rip. But this Leafeon does have good secure here. But Buzzwole's playing good job zoning.
We saw it happen last game when
showing top still.
We saw it happen last game on television. But they need 3
and
baskets.
There goes the Dragapult
They got it. They need 3
Blissey
baskets.
almost grabs that, but past Primeape is playing way too aggro, and that Delphox not able to back in time costs them. As I think that's going to be game here, as they get a huge
they got
top
him.
lane.
Yeah.
It is still a close game, 70 points.
That was 3 instant 100 baskets, and past Primeapes was not paying any attention to the objective at all. I think lack of focus on the objectives is what cost them both games.
This Umbreon scores. That looks like that's GG with 15 seconds left. You don't make it across the screen in time. That evens the set 1-1.
This series of matches actually came down to Rayquaza in both cases because past Primeapes, they showed they can control the first 8 minutes, but they also showed that they don't have a good Ray fight because they've lost both Ray fights.
Yeah.
So that means Silverwing now goes up to a record of 1-1. Past Primeapes drops to 2-0 with this loss, 2-0 loss.
Oh, that's 2-0, right? Silverwing took that. What am I doing?
That is 2-0. Yeah, Silverwing came back in the first one.
I was so convinced. I'm just wrong. What am I thinking?
And Dragapult actually did do the job in that match. 68k damage, leading everyone. Inteleon did do better in this match.
I mean, the tank was Mr. Mime.
Yeah, it clearly was.
That was Definitely a deal breaker.
Yeah, I don't. It looked like it was an intentional pick. Did not look like an accidental pick. But I would be curious to know why Mr. Mime ended up in that match. I don't think it had any business in that match.